So guys, I put the live on YouTube. Okay. And we start with the presentations. My name is Gabriela. I'm 24 years old. I live in a city called Belo Horizonte, in Minas Gerais state. I have two dogs and one little cat. I'm biomedic scientist. And yeah, that's all. And Mel, how about you?
Well, I'm Mel Tavares. I'm from São Paulo. I live here. I like to study languages. I love animals too. I love dogs. I love eating, and I intend to travel more in the future. How about you, Clinton?
Hello, everybody. Good morning. My name is Clinton Brito. I'm 31 years old. I live in Aracaju, Sergipe. I'm married. I have 4 pets, and I'm software developer. So, um, actually, I'm transitioning career and trying to land my first job in the field. Um, that's it.
Thank you. Guys, my voice is okay? Like it's okay? Okay, I will continue. More or less, okay. I will try with that, okay? But if I disappear, Mel, go ahead and continue for me, okay? Please. Okay, guys, we start with the question number one. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Clinton, you start.
I was thinking about what to answer to this question because I'm not so sure about what's going to happen. I mean, I'm transitioning career at the moment, looking for a new job. Of course, I have plans, but I'm I'm kind of flexible with what could happen. For example, if I received offer to move to another city or even another country, I would consider possibility. And at at this point of my life, and not refusing many things. So it depends of what's going to happen in the next 1, 2 years to have a more clear vision about what's going to happen in 5 years. So um, I'm not so sure what's going to what's going to happen, but yeah, I would like to have a great job working in an international team and maybe living abroad.
Where you want to live? Like a specific country, or you want to like leave months in one local and other months in other
No,
local?
no, I I not intend to like be uh I forgot the word, but traveling all the time and living in different cities each month or two. No, for me it's important to have a point where I will stay there for a long time and not moving because moving is a shit. And special for me because I have pets and it's horrible for them when you have pets to move from a place to another. I have some countries in mind. They are very different compared themselves. For example, Canada or Australia or Italy. So they have nothing to do with them. So uh, for different reasons. Canada and Australia would be great for career because there are places that they are good for receiving foreigners, and they have politics too easy people to get and live there. And Italy, it's a place that I love. I I love their culture, and traveling inside this country is amazing. And Europe in general, they there are a lot of great places to live there, but it's a challenging place to move because they are not so open to receive foreigners.
Yeah, that's sad to to think. And about the pets, I guess, yeah, it just sucks when you need to travel or like move on to another local and you need to take all the things, but the pets always feel like, gosh, what has happened here? It's a new place, a new smell, a new thing. So it's really complicated. But it's complicated to see yourself in 5 years. It's like an interview question. In Brazil, it's really common the person ask for you, like, how do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know too. I put this question because I don't know too. It's like it's funny because I have some dreams near to Clinton, like travel abroad, live abroad. But I always feel like I don't know if I do that in 5 years. I don't know if I do that in 10. It's complicated, really complicated. And Mel, how about you?
Well, I will be still young in my point of view, so I think I will be living in another city, just to have novos aires, always to get new things, like to experience new experiences, and there in that moment, I don't know if I will have pets. For me, maybe I won't, because I don't know. I love them, of course, but I don't know if that in that point of my life that would be great, because I think because of work, I intend to work with the languages, so as a translator or interpreter. So that would demand me to travel, so that's why I think pets won't be um, so present in my life, basically. But I love them. And let me say, I intend to travel abroad too, to live abroad if that's possible. And because I'm studying other languages too, like to travel to Germany, to France, not because any other thing for the moment, but because to practice the languages. And there's one place that I would love to go, Switzerland. No, the Switzerland. No, the Schweiz. Um,
Switzerland.
yeah, that's it. So because there I know there are amazing views, and I think that would be a great destiny. But in general, I think I would be more developed, and to just trying to be flexible as Clinton, like to have these great opportunities and to move on, to change of mind often, so I can have a great experiences actually. And how about you, Gabi?
Yeah, me either. I like to visit. Like, be really honest. In my mind, I want to live in German because of the language, of course, because I need to practice more. Because it's really hard here in
You
Brazil.
study?
Yeah, I'm studying German. I'm trying to study French, but I don't like so much French. I don't know why. It's like Spanish for me. I see the Spanish and I feel like, oh, beautiful. But nah, nah. Like I like the different language, like Japanese or Chinese. I really love. And I like to go to the German too, like a specific place I like to visit. And I really, 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 really want to visit the whole Asia, the whole Asia, because it's beautiful, like Thailand, uh, Korea. I forgot how to say Korea, Japan. I think it's beautiful. Really, I think it's beautiful. The culture is really different, and I love to see that. But German, it's really different too. Like the culture. I mean, here in Brazil, we didn't have like something near to German, I guess. I guess in the south probably, but not so near. And I want to visit, but I try to speak in German, but I think it's really hard sometimes. And yeah, you know it. It's really hard. But skip to the question number two. What is one personal skill you would like to improve or develop? Clayton.
Personal skill. Um, I think communication in general is always a must you have because it opens doors all the time. For example, here in Talk or at work, on social media, um, meeting new people. So communication is for me is one of the most important skills you can improve or develop, and I would choose this one. Although I think I'm not so bad at communication, but you always have something to improve and learn about.
But like you have some problem like with your networking or something like that. You see like this or in general?
Um, no, not a specific problem, but for example, if if you want to apply for jobs, uh, there are a specific kind of skills in communication that you need to improve, and if you're not good at this kind of communication, probably you won't get the job. So it's this kind of specific skills uh, that he requires communication that I'm talking about. For example, meeting new people for me it's as an easy task. I can start topics and make people talk, and they feel comfortable with me, etc. So uh, it's not a problem for me. But for example, in this other on the other hand, this other kind of communication skills, they are not I'm not so good at the moment.
I understand you. Like in a social way, I'm really good with talk. Ugh, I'm talk so much. But have some moments I guess I need to be more how I can say that. More brave, more I don't remember the name of that, but it's like more emphasis. Have more emphasis in what I want, you know? Like I need to do that and I need to put effort in that. Effort, yeah. Put effort on that. So it's something I need to improve and develop, of course. But it's something like of course it's not mandatory day by day, but at work I feel a little bit um puzzled sometimes, like to be more bossy, with others, it's something I don't like to do. I really hate to do that, to be more bossy, but sometimes I need. So it's complicated for me because I feel like, oh gosh, probably I'm really, really, really bad on that. I don't like, like take some tests and put for the other person do because the other person need to do this task. For me, it's really, really difficult to. I forgot the name, even in Portuguese, but it's like that. But the other person, uh, the real job. So it's really complicated for me. So sometimes I take all the things for myself and do. My mind is better. I don't know, but it's a problem, a really problem, day by day. And Mel, how about?
Well, in my case, I'm not a talkative person, so that's probably the main point that I would need to improve the communication too, because I'm not really into it. If I'm next to a person, I am probably not going to say anything, or I'm changing it. I'm trying to change it because I don't think that's great, just two people there without even saying a word. I think that can be a communication. But another point is I'm not bad at it, but I would like to improve to be under pressure, so I can have more a clear mind in that cases, because that can be a little tricky for me, and that's something I think I could improve more. And that's why I'm learning about it, about the behaviors that humans have nowadays, and what I'm doing now that can help me to, or that are not helping me to achieve it. So in my case, these two main things that I am trying to develop more at the moment, and of course for the life.
But like this, like change you day by day. What do you do to change that? You say you learn more, but what do you do like day by day to change, to try to change that?
So in the 2 points you're
The
saying,
2 points. Yeah.
yeah, so the communication basically here on CNC, I'm trying to be here as much as I can. So for me, it's always different. It's always new. It's always different. And out of here too, like I'm trying to change it, and with people that I may know, or just I saw them, but nowadays I'm trying to get more into it about talking to them. And in the other point about being under pressure, like to really understand, or trying to understand the behaviors, human behaviors, as in their base, so I can know why I'm doing things, why I'm procrastinating, for example, why I'm doing another thing. So to really understand it, and I really think it's improving me, it's making me better. And yeah, that's it about the pressure. Like I see when I'm under pressure about something, I just realize I'm under pressure, and okay, I think, okay, now it's the time to put in practice what I've learned. So let me take it easy. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to do what I need to do, and that's it. So I have to take this time, this just minutes or seconds for me to think about it, and then to get back to work and do whatever I need to do.
And we start to feel anxious, right? Like
Yeah.
it's really
And
bad.
then you do everything wrong, and that just um,
Yeah.
aumenta.
Yeah, it's a cascade of
Yeah.
bad things and bad decisions. I do that too. It's really unfair sometimes. But that's something I started to do like since I was a teenager who like not a peer, of course, but is less nowadays. When I feel under pressure, I take a breath, like, and I feel like, okay, the other person feel the same pressure. And if I stay angry, the local of the work feel really bad, and I can't do anything if I feel that. So I start to feel like, okay, there's always a person more mad or more strange than me. So I will try to not put the space, like fill the space more deep, and I feel like that. Always when I start some work and I feel the local is a little bit um underwater sometimes, I feel like, okay, if I stay mad, probably this sensation I feel right now feel more and more and more bad. So I stay to, I don't know, in my mind makes sense, but I feel like, okay, and I drink a tea or drink water and start to laughing for some reason of that. And it helps sometimes. If the
Yeah, as you
situation is
said, if that's only you, like less people, like two people that has this feeling, and
yeah,
you can control it, the other
yeah,
people will feel it too, and the environment will be pesado, the all
really
the
heavy.
mood of the environment.
Yeah. It's really, really awful. Like sometimes it's not about the work, it's about the personal life of the person. So it's something I always thinking about is like, probably this person is not mad with me, but take all the sensation, all the feelings, the mood in myself, because see myself in the first moment of the day. So it's something natural. And I try to avoid that. When I see something mad in my homework, for example, I feel like, okay, so okay, I'm going. I do not stay like near to you today because I probably feel mad too for no reason. No reason, but I will feel. Uh guys, I skipped the question 30 because the 30 question because we already answered about it, the travels. Question number 4. What are any education goals you want to achieve, such as earning a degree or certification? Clinton, you have?
Well, I started my second degree recently, and I'm not so, in general, I'm not so uh, a student person. I don't like to study actually. I like to practice, but not to, read books about um college stuff. So, um of course, I have education goals, but it's more a mandatory thing that I think that love to do. Um, in IT, there are some certifications that maybe open some doors to you, but the great thing about this area is because you don't have to, um, you don't need degrees, certifications. You can prove you are good, a good professional in other ways. And once you are building experience in different areas, working different things. This counts much more than um, having degree or a specific certification. So it's not so important in IT area, in software development. So uh, I'm not so worried about maybe um, one or two specific things, but I'm only starting a new degree in software development because um, it's something that open doors, but not because I feel the necessity to study from scratch things that I've been studying for the past year and a half. Um, and if I separate this time for studying for a new degree to study specific things that I need more at the moment to improve, it would be better for me, for example. So, uh, yeah, some things we do because we have to do, but not because we think we need or we like.
Exactly. My brother is a software engineer. Is a software engineer or software developer? I don't remember. But like he always say that like, oh, I do two post graduations and but I only see the past graduation and do in my computer whatever I need to do, and it works. And I feel like, what you do this to? And he says to me like, only a paper, because the local who I'm working need this paper, so I do it like that. But it's complicated. Like have some course you don't need to do. You only need like a paper. The end of paper, it's really, really unfair. But in my point of view, I don't want to come back to academic place. I don't want it anymore. For 5 years is okay for me. Yeah, like have some certifications nowadays. I don't want to have anymore. Like I had the Cambridge certification English, but really I don't like months ago I need and I think now about the other certifications in English. But nowadays I feel like nah, nah. There's a lot of money, a lot of money with a paper. And the paper I feel anxious, a paper like, okay, okay, and the paper I need to renovate 2 years. In 2 years again, I need to do again. So I feel really upset with that. But have some post graduations I need to do because my area is pretty every day. I need to put my hands, my mind, and my body in everything I need to do. But it's really complicated because everything's so like so pricey. Nothing is cheap. I feel really mad. But as Clinton, nowadays, it's like near to you. Nowadays, I like to study more harder. But when I was a teenager, I really hate study. Really hate. Really hate. I think it was like, ah, gosh, it's so dumb. Like I see that the teacher said about math. And I take the exam and I do all the exam and I like, okay, you give 10. And I feel like, oh, it's so boring. It's so boring. Why? And it's boring for me. Something was, I feel boring and I don't want to do, but I need to do some things, of course, because I'm an adult person. But I was like Clinton. It's like, okay, I need to study. And nowadays I'm feel good studying. But at the past, no, I feel really mad with that. I think I went to sleep every single class, every single class. I don't know why, but I feel really, gosh, it's so boring. And Mel, how about you?
Let me see. And for me, I don't think so. Like for the next 5 years, if I, that's what we were saying about the if I need to, like if I need really need something, I'm probably going to get it. But I really believe that a paper doesn't mean you are exactly like that. Like you can have any paper, like any certification, but I want to see what you really do. What are your real abilities on that? I've never thought about it like a big deal. For me, you can have any paper in the world and you can still be a bad professional at it. So I'd rather consider your effective um, actions, your effective work here, than just to look at a paper and choose you by that. Of course, it's important, like in some cases. Of course, it's necessary. Of course, it's sometimes it shows you. It filters you, like if you can do something or cannot. But in general, I really think this paper shouldn't be a big deal. Should just evaluate your real abilities on doing that. But right now, I just want to finish one course that I've started a few months ago, and but not just to have the certification. I'm really learning from it. So that's okay. That's a real certification that I'm going to get. But for me, that's it. Like about faculdade, I forgot the university.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Just if I really need to, as I said.
What course did you do?
I think because of the area that I intend to work with the languages, letras can be
Mm,
useful for something. I don't know. I'm not really, as I said, into it, but I'm going to search about it and go for the best for it for the area.
oh yeah. It's like it's help a lot when you know what you need to do in the college because you don't spend a long time on college because sometimes it's really, really boring. In the end, you want to end, but you have like 3 months to end the college and you feel really irritated. I was like that at the past. Like 3 months before my graduation, I feel like, oh my gosh, where is my diploma? Where is this? Please stop. I don't want to finish that. Was like that. But yeah, I remember to study for the Cambridge exam really, really hard, really hard. And I get it. And nowadays I remember like one of my strong skills was the writing and the speaking. And nowadays, always when I do these questions, I feel like I wrong I do this wrong and I put on the Cambridge introduction to see if I do okay. So it's like, okay, it's more my highest skill, but nowadays, probably if I do a email in English, I need to rewrite again, probably, because I don't remember. So it's complicated. It's like I have the certification. I know I'm able to do everything who is writing the certification, but I don't do again exam for 5 hours, 4 hours. Really, it's really suck. But anyway, Mel, what is one habit you would like to develop it or change?
I'd say like for something that will really help me, I think like the physical activities in general, and because the food, alimentation, the elements, I don't know. I'm already trying to consume better, like not so much besteiras, all that kind of thing, but to eat healthier. And I think for now, um, a partir de agora, I think that the physical activities would be a great thing for me because I used to dance before, but a few years ago I just stopped everything. So I'm kind of, you know, an 80-year-old person. But I think that's something that would help me, and not just with the physical, like the mind. I think gets better too when we practice some sports. I think that would be great for me in so many different ways.
You eat a lot of junk food?
No, nowadays I'm junk. What is junk food? Besteira.
Eh. Yes.
Nowadays,
Fast
just
food,
I'm trying to,
basically.
Yeah.
yeah, to on
The
the
good food.
weekends when it's necessary, when I really want it. So I'm
Oh,
already changing it for healthier food. No,
um,
so just só falta the physical activities.
oh, it's good. Try to come back to the dance. The dance
Yeah.
is so good. I was a dancer when I was more younger. Yes.
Well, what
I'm
did you dance?
ballet.
Me
Ballet.
too.
Yeah, ballet and gymnastic. But I really prefer the gymnastic because I'm more electric person. So ballet for me was like, ai meu Deus. I was really, really upset at the moment. But like the activities was really good. I'm the kind of person who is always do activities. I like sports. And I do musculação, of course, the gym, but I do the Muay Thai because I need something to is more energetic. Because if you know, I feel really like I try to explode. It's like that. But I like this TDAH, sei lá, uma coisa assim. But try, it's really, really good. I love junk food. I was like Filinta. I always eat that. Like, I'm not a good example to follow, Mel. Like, I do the exercise, yeah, but probably I eat a pizza or something like that. So I'm not a good example of person to follow. And you're Clinton.
I think I may be the opposite, but I I consider myself a person with healthy habits. I I, I junk food maybe I eat like once a week, not so frequent. Um, because my wife, for example, she always wants to eat junk food, and I'm not that kind of person.
He's
So I
right.
try to avoid as much as possible. Um, I have a good quality of sleep. I practice sports at the moment. I'm going only to the gym, but uh, looking uh, looking for the past, I always practice something, uh, any kind of sport, and some kind of habit I would like to develop more is reading. Um, uh, there's a lot of books that I like to read, and comic books too. And at this moment in my life, I don't have much time to do this. And when I have some free time, usually or I'm watching something, some movie. I love movies or playing some video game. Uh, I don't know. Uh, these are more easier things to consume, and you just play, and it it starts in your mind to work. But reading for me is not work that like that. You have to you need a more specific environment, no distractions, and this is so hard to get here at home at the moment. So basically, I would like to read more, and I don't know. But I would say reading. Reading is something I would like to improve in my life as a habit. but I
Mhm.
consider myself a person with good habits.
Oh, you are a McDonald's hater. A
Uh,
hater.
I don't eat. I'm vegetarian, so in McDonald's there are any vegetarian options.
Yes,
So in this fast food
that's
key
right.
chains, usually I eat Burger King.
Burger
There,
King, yeah.
yeah, there are
Or
vegetarian
Subway
option there.
too, I guess, had the
Uh,
vegetarian.
Subway is it's so plain
Really?
the sandwich. I don't know. I'm not.
Really? I love it. But I guess at the past,
I
McDonald's
love their
had,
sauces. Their sauces are
oh,
amazing.
yeah, the sauce was really good. But at the time, I remember McDonald's exists a hamburger, vegetarian hamburger,
Not here
but
in
I don't
Brazil.
know. I don't remember. Really? Where I see that? I remember.
In the
Oh
past,
no,
it
it's a
had.
fish.
In the past, it had an option where the burger actually was a burger with
Oh,
cheese, but there isn't anymore this option in McDonald's here in Brazil, at least.
unfair. Really unfair. Really unfair. I see that is a unfair option. But I remember who had a Fisher burger too. I don't remember. Don't remember. But exists like that. But it's a summer habit. It's really good to develop it is read. I was a reader, but sometimes I feel like, gosh, I don't know. I feel like I spent 3 months without a book because I don't have time. And when I have time, I don't have the silence. So it's really, 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 really dumb. But I was like Clinton. I need to take a book with a silence place, quiet mood. My mind was like clean. And I always that this time of my life on Sunday, but it's the same time with my neighbor like to put forró. So it's yeah, I don't have time. It's like that. But anyway, the life is it. And Mel, do you have some habit you want to like to change? I don't remember if you say that the exercise, yeah.
Yeah, right now, the I think it's to change because nowadays I don't do anything like that of the the physical workouts, the physical I forgot the word. But the reading, I think that would be a great thing to do too, like to develop, talking about the develop one, because nowadays I don't know, I just don't do that more often. I'm focusing on other things, so that's why I think I'm not really doing it. And also, I think it's not my a thing that I really love to do. So for me, it's kind of a thing that I want to change to. Now that you mention it, I feel like it's something that I really need to do, and it's something that would be great for me just to develop this habit and to focus on the everyday practicing, not just to read once once a month. No, I want to have this consistency, this discipline, so that I can really develop something that will really work for me.
But like there's some like personal challenge you want to overcome or you want to play to do it. Do you have something like that?
Nowadays, no. I in the past I just set this goal of finishing one great book like that, but I almost finished it and I had other priorities, and I don't know, I just had to finish it. But nowadays I don't have any of that, and I think that would help in anything. Like if you have a goal, just to set that personal goals, these personal challenges that you set yourself, I think they are great for you to challenge your own self and to just to try to finish the what you started. That's it.
Yeah, it's something hard nowadays. Like you start something and finish the thing in a able time, like 2 weeks. I put 2 weeks, but always if the things was really big, probably I finish in 1 month. Like the online course. I always bought online course, and if I don't do in 2 weeks, probably I will never do. I see. I know. I know. It's myself. Like it's my problem. It's something I need to overcome, you know. Because if it's presential, I prefer because I need to go. I need to pay attention. I need to stay. And I feel really like since I was a kid, I don't want to sleep or do something in front of the person who is teaching because I feel like, oh gosh, if I was a teacher and the person sleeping, and I put in the other person's skin, you know, I feel really mad. So my attention is more fixed in the person, you know, it's something I need to do. Because of that, I prefer the practical one and the face-to-face one. Because the online, I'm not good with that. I always do movements with my body, so I can't. I can't. And Clinton, how about you?
What was the question?
I put two questions in one, but it's the 10. What is one
Oh,
personal challenge you want to overcome, and how do you plan to do it?
um, well, for the moment, my main challenge is to get a job. So this this has been a challenge for me since January. Applying for jobs, and I did not yet get a job. And of course, I changed plans. I changed what I was doing and tried different strategies, and I started to get more in touch with people of the area to um, maybe get some um, the people recommends you, and it gets easier to advance in uh, applying process. But uh, yeah, this is my main challenge at the moment. And the plan actually is continue to study, working on projects. For example, I started as volunteer on a project, a real project. So I'm having a true experience in the area. It's not something you are studying or doing a personal project that it doesn't exist. This thing that exist. So this is very good, and maybe this is the most important thing I achieved recently. Although I'm not getting paid, I'm working. So it's a part-time job, and I think uh, I started to advance more in process, applying process at the moment. So yeah, I think I'm getting closer.
Yeah, you will. You will. Patient. My mom always say that. Patient. Be patient. You get it. Guys, want to know like what do you feel about the questions? It's a like, specific topic, like an interview sometimes. But what do you feel, Mel? Did you like it?
Yeah, I really like it. I like this kind of topic where it's not so, it's more specific about things. And I really think I think more about it. I can reflect more about it. And it's for our own self. So it's not just talking about serious. Of course, that's great to talk about them, for example, but it's something that will really agregar for us these reflections. So I really liked it. And just to set that clear, for me, I'm the opposite of you, Gabi. Like I'm an online person. I like everything online, not just not everything, but the
Yeah.
courses on the internet. I think for me it's so much easier. I don't have the time to dislocation and all to worry about that. I'm just here with the computer, just change um of page here, and I'm in another course, having another class. For me, that's so much better. But that's it.
You're
Thank
not
you
alone.
for bringing this topic here.
Thank you. You're not alone. All of my friends think I'm strange to prefer the face to face. Always, I'm this strange with that. Thank you, Mel, and I see you the next week. And Clinton, how about you? How do you feel?
At this topic, I'm more like you, Gabi. I'm more a face-to-face person, so I'm not a hater of working with people around me or having a class with real
Oh,
person around you. So I'm more like this person, but I agree. Today we are the minority, so
yeah, it's more
the
harder to sleep in this kind of class.
yeah, I think for me it's easier to focus too, like you, when you have something like in you are in the place and there are a lot of people and the teacher or your boss or your colleagues.
Mhm.
I do like more this kind of environment. Uh, but I recognize that a lot of people um, cannot have a great quality of life. For
Yeah.
example, having to go to work every day because we spend a lot of time commuting. So this is a
Mhm.
big problem here in Brazil. Uh, but answering your question, like Mel said, this kind of topics uh, make us to think about uh, things that we usually don't think. And it's kind of some of these questions could be in an interview, so uh, it's important to practice too.
Yeah, I have the same opinion. And Clinton, thank you. Okay, I see you in the next week. Mel need to go because now it's the the immersion of Mel. If you want to stay, it's 9 a.m. now. So if you want to stay,
Now
okay.
I'm going to the gym.
Oh, okay. Now you have a healthy life now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry. It's a thing of me.
I try. I try to do that
I
too.